What's up, everyone? Welcome to the BLACKGEEKCOOL podcast, where we talk about comic book news and some anime news from the past week. Unfortunately, this week is going to be from the past 2 weeks, because I'm late, missed last week, got busy, family stuff, you know how it is. But, let's get into it. We talk about news from the past week on the big and small screen. I'm your host, Gershon. This is episode 31. Oh, this podcast is about to be as old as me. Well, at least episode-wise. And, like I always say, well, I've been saying usual, go ahead and hit those 5 stars, even though I keep saying the podcast is going to be out every week and it doesn't. But hit those 5 stars. Still help me out. Appreciate that. It helps me get to other people so other people can hear the podcast when you mark the podcast 5 stars or rate the podcast. And new news, I'm going to be putting the podcast back on YouTube, and I'm also going to be doing the podcast on Wednesday. So I've been looking at my schedule. I think it's easier for me to get it out on Wednesday, preferably Wednesday morning, but more likely Wednesday afternoon, late afternoon. But yeah, podcasts back on YouTube and on Wednesdays now. So, yeah. That's the way we're going to do it from now on, I believe. I think that's going to work better for me and with my family and all the stuff I got going on. But with the intro out the way and the new news out the way, let's dive in, guys. So first up in small screen news, Phineas and Ferb is having another movie coming to Disney Plus. So if you don't know Phineas and Ferb, it's a cartoon about 2 brothers that invent stuff, I believe. They invent stuff, have wacky adventures, have this pet platypus who is also a secret agent. And it's a funny cartoon, really good cartoon. I think it's had 2 movies already, but now they're getting another movie, and it's coming to the Disney Plus app, which Disney Plus is really rolling out a whole bunch of stuff. If you didn't know, D23 was like a week ago. So trust me, there is a lot of news. There's going to be a lot of stuff for me to cover. So sit back and relax. But back to the news. Yes, Phineas Ferb, another movie coming to Disney Plus. I'm not sure when it's coming. I think it might be coming more like 2021. Yeah, I assume 2021. It's animated, so it's going to take a little time. In other news, Michael Maisley, I believe I pronounced his name right. I believe he's in The Walking Dead. He has been cast as Dr. Light, who will be in Titans Seasons 2. I only know Dr. Light from Teen Titans. That's where I learned about him in Teen Titans. Seems like a really interesting villain. I don't know if he's going to be like a 1 episode villain where they beat up and destroy. I still have to finish watching season 1 of Titans, which I really want to get back to because the season 2 trailer of Titans looked really good. I think there's another trailer out there I need to watch. Hopefully, yeah, I need to watch that too. Let me know, are you excited for Dr. Light to be in Titans Season 2? Do you think they're cramming too much into it? Or you think they're going for the gusto and putting everything in just in case they don't get a Season 3? I mean, I didn't think they would get a Season 2, but apparently the show is a lot better than people think. A lot better than I thought it was anyway. So I really need to catch back up with this show and follow it. And, finish it and get a better perspective on why everybody likes this show and why is it doing so well. In other news, Cowboy Bebop have, if you don't know, Netflix is doing a Cowboy Bebop TV series. So as an adaptation of the anime, they're doing a series which I think more anime adaptations should do that. Should do live action series. That's what Netflix is doing, if you didn't remember. And they've cast Julian. Aline. They cast a lady named Aline Sinton. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. And I know I've seen something she was from. I'm not sure what she's been in. I probably know it, but I probably don't. Just can't picture it. But that's going to be interesting. If you don't know Cowboy Bebop, Julian is kind of, I'm most like, if I remember correctly, don't get me wrong, Spike's more love interest in the show. So that's very interesting. I am still excited for this show. I can't wait to see a trailer. Really, that's really gonna really set it off for me. Seeing the trailer. I have faith in Netflix. I watched the Bleach, but I can't even say that's Netflix because I think they acquired that. I don't think they made that, so I can't even say that is them. But they did make the Notebook, I believe. I mean, not the Notebook. Death Note. I think they did make that, and I didn't get more than 30 minutes into that movie, and I stopped watching it. But I have faith in this. I think this is going to be better than that. Let me know what you guys feel. How do you guys feel about that? Hit me down in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube, or hit me up at BLACKGEEKCOOL on Instagram or Twitter, or of course BLACKGEEKCOOL podcast at Gmail. In the other news, there's been some set photos from the Stargirl series that's coming to DCU verse. I don't even know if I should call it that. Maybe I should just call it HBO Max because it's gonna all be there. Anyways, that's a whole conundrum in itself. But there's been set photos which show a woman that might be Wildcat. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know Stargirl like that. I think I remember seeing her in the Unlimited Justice League cartoon. I believe she has it's not a spear because it's got some weird pointy in at the end, a hook in, but she seemed very powerful. She seemed like she can fly, super strong from what I remember of that cartoon. And Wildcat, I kind of remember Wildcat from Batman and Bold, but that was a guy, so I guess there's a girl version of it. Let me know. I'm not gonna be the first one to tell you I don't know all comics. I know some comics. I'm more of a cartoon guy. That's where I got most of my comic history from. So I'm just putting that out there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you saw the set photos, is she playing Wildcat? Let me know what you think. In other news, Disney has actually canceled one of their up-and-coming series for the Disney Plus app. And this one was one that I was kind of interested in. It was a Book of Enchantment. It was the villain series they were going to do. I guess they canceled it for, what was it, creator difficulties. I guess the people making the show were going a little darker than Disney wanted them to do. So they were like, yeah, we're just going to axe this. So that's interesting. I mean, they have a lot of IP, especially buying Fox. So I don't think this is really going to hurt them necessarily. But I'm wondering if we'll see more canceled announced series from Disney as we get closer to not only the launch of Disney Plus, which is like 2 months away, I believe. Excuse me. 2 months away. But will we see cancellations once Disney Plus launches and it's up and running? What do you guys think? Let me know. In other news, Brandon Roth will be leaving Legends of Tomorrow in season 5. I believe he plays the Atom. I don't know his story name. I think it's Ray Palmer. It might be Ray Palmer. Yeah, he plays the Atom, aka the guy that plays Superman in Return of Superman, which was not that bad of a movie. Wasn't great. Don't get me wrong, wasn't great, but it wasn't that bad. Who was also supposed to be in the crossover event, Crisis on Infinite Earths, as Batman and Atom, I believe. I could be wrong there. Don't quote me. I'm just thinking off the top of my head. I think that's right. Yeah, he's supposed to be leaving Legends of Tomorrow in season 5. Also, another lady's leaving too, but I forgot to write her name down. You know how I am, guys. You know I forget to write people's names down. I'm terrible with reading people's names, and I forget to write their names down. It is what it is. That's how I do. But let me know, how do you feel like if you're a fan of that show? Are you sad to hear that he's leaving the show? Are you... But then I think I see the producers say something about even though people leave, there's still a chance they can come back. Or there's not a goodbye forever or something like that. Something super vague to keep the door open. You know how they do. In other words, I guess there's been a final trailer for Justice League Season 3, which I haven't been watching. Let me know, is this good? I saw the first episode. It seemed very interesting. But is it like the first 2 seasons of Young Justice? Did I say Justice League? I meant Young Justice. I haven't been watching it. Let me know if it's good. If it's good, then I'll try to binge it one weekend. I really gotta get that DC Universe app. I was real close to getting it when I was watching. What was I watching? Doom Patrol. I was watching that, and it was good. I was really close to getting it, but then I heard about the whole HBO Max thing, and I'm like, I'm gonna just wait till that dust settles and figure out what they're doing with that. But let me know if I should be watching Young Justice. Is it as good as the first 2 seasons? I really did like that series. I really was excited for it to come back, but I just kind of fell off and didn't watch a new season. I know they broke it up into like 2 parts or something, but let me know how you guys felt. In some other news, here's some D23 announcements for Disney Plus TV series. So they plan on doing a She-Hulk series, which is very interesting. I don't know how their Hulk licenses work, because I know Disney does not own the license for Hulk movies. The Hulk movies, but they can have him in the Avengers movies. So I don't know how the TV license works. That's going to be interesting. Clearly, they have the She-Hulk TV license because they're doing the series. And I believe it's supposed to be live action. They're also doing a Moon Knight live action series, which I know a little bit about Moonlight. I know he's like a psychopathic vigilante. He's like Batman, but murdery. And he's got mental illness, or either mental illness or multiple personalities or something like that, I believe. So that's going to be very interesting, especially coming from Disney Plus. How are they doing this? I know in the last podcast we talked about Disney doing like Ghost Rider and stuff like that. I think this is supposed to be where there's more, their darker series, and they're supposed to be on like Hulu, but this one said it's supposed to be on Disney Plus. So I'm really interested in seeing how they're going to do that. And they also announced they're doing a Miss Marvel TV series, which the creator was very excited, but also worried of how they're going to do her powers. If you don't know, Miss Marvel is like Mr. Fantastic, where she stretches. So on a TV budget, but then again, Disney Plus said they're going to be doing these series. They're really putting money behind them. So they're going to be big budget series. So it could end up being really good. I am really kind of excited about that. While we're talking about some D23 stuff, let's talk about, hold on, I gotta find it in my notes. 2 other things Marvel's announced at D23. Well, 2 other things that I actually wrote down and remembered. One, they're doing a Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur animated series at Disney Plus. It's supposed to be catered to more kids. Lawrence Fishburne is supposed to be an executive producer on it. If you don't know who Moon Girl is, she's supposed to be the smartest person on the planet in Marvel. She's a little black girl, and for some reason she has this devil dinosaur. That's all I know. So if you know more, let me know, because I am very interested in this, because it's something my daughter might love. Hell, my son might even love this, because it seems very interesting. It's supposed to be an animated series. Most likely it's not coming out until 2021, I'm assuming. That's just off the top of my head. they also announced that Agent Woo from Ant-Man and the Wasp is going to be in WandaVision. So is Darcy Lois. That's a weird name. I don't know why they made that name. But if you don't know who that is the lady from the first Thor movie, who is Natalie Portman. Is it Natalie Portman? I think it's Natalie Portman, who plays Thor's girlfriend in that movie. Her sidekick kind of. If you don't know the actress, she's from like Two Broke Girls. Is it Two Broke Girls? Yeah, Two Broke Girls. And this one movie that I really like. It's a romantic movie. Yes, I like romantic comedies. What was that? Nora and it was a weird kind of music movie where they were following this band around, or one of the band. Whatever. I forget what it's called. But she's supposed to be in WandaVision as well. So that's really interesting. I'm glad to see Agent Woo getting some more screen time, even if it's on the Disney Plus app. But they've been saying, they also said that Miss Marvel is supposed to be going to the movies as well. So that means everybody still can kind of bounce back from the movies to the Disney Plus app series and stuff like that. They're saying the Disney Plus series are more in line with the movies than like the series on Netflix were, or the ABC series. So that's really cool and really interesting. In other news, they're doing a Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends animated series coming out in 2021. I guess they're supposed to be having Spider-Man, Spider-Gwen, and Miles Morales in it. It seems to be aimed towards more kids, like I'm guessing like 4 to 12-year-olds. But they also say they're going to be doing like Black Panther in there, the Hulk, and maybe a couple more other characters. It looked interesting. At least I seen like the kind of logo for it, and it looked very kiddish. So that could be something on the rise. But while we're speaking of Spider-Man, if you didn't know, there is a Spider-Man series going on right now. I think they're in season 2. Their season 3 is supposed to be called Spider-Man Maximum Venom. And in that season, rumor is that they're going to be venomizing all of the Avengers. So not only in that season 3 is Dr. Octopus going to be taking over Peter Parker's body like he did in Superior Spider-Man comic book. They're also doing the kind of venomized that you've been seeing with covers where you've seen Iron Man get venomized, or Captain America, or I think Wolverine, off the top of my head. I think Miss Marvel, she got venomized. So they're also in works of doing that too, which is kind of interesting. I would love to see an animated version of that and see how that would work. Let me know if you guys are interested in that. Hit me down in the comments, or hit me up at BlackGeekCool on Instagram or Twitter, or of course BlackGeekCool Podcast at Gmail. Let me know how you guys feel about that. In other news, The Boys had like an action figure commercial, and I watched it, and it was pretty cool. It's pretty funny. They also showed the dolphin, which is very bad. If you watch The Boys, which I still need to review, I'm working on that. Let me just say, go watch it. It's really good. It's a really good change of pace from a lot of the superhero stuff we've been getting in the past like year or two, and it's really good. I watched the whole thing in one sitting. It was really good. I liked it a lot. But the commercial was really funny. Go check the commercial out too if you have time. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Is commercial's funny, and they're getting ready for season 2, so they're throwing out promo stuff here and there. And a good commercial, good little funny commercial to check it out. I suggest you watch the series first and then check out the commercial, because the joke that they're trying to throw in there will make more sense. And like certain jokes they throw in there will make a lot more sense. In other news, Alexi, if you remember him from Stranger Things, has gotten a Funko Pop. That is crazy. This man has become popular. Also, they did this, Netflix did this thing where they did a 12-hour stream of Alexi just slurping a Slurpee. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch the whole 12 hours. I jumped through to make sure they were still doing the same thing and make sure they didn't put nothing in there. And it's literally him slurping a Slurpee for 12 hours. I think they might have taken it down by now, but when I was watching it, it was like 300,000 people had already been watching it. So clearly, it did what they needed to do. It reached out to people and kept Stranger Things on people's minds. That's all they were trying to do. But it was funny. I'm not gonna lie, it was funny. In other news, hold on, let me see my notes. I got lots of notes. The first season of Cobra Kai is now free on YouTube. So if you don't know what Cobra Kai is, it's the YouTube series of the continuation story of I think it's the first Karate Kid movie. I think it's supposed to be continuation from that. I watched the first 3 episodes because the YouTube had the first 3 episodes online for free. It was alright. I kind of liked it, but I wasn't too into it. But other people say it's really good. So now that it's free, maybe I'll check out the rest of the episodes and see how the whole series pans out. Now, let me know if you're someone that watched it. And I think they're doing season 2. I think they did season 2. Are working on season 3 now, maybe? I'm not 100% sure. I should know this stuff. I posted a report on this stuff. Oh my gosh, so bad. Anyway, let me know if you watched it, if it's worth watching. Do you think it's good? I know my friend Rabbit said he liked it, but I want to hear from other people because I trust Rabbit, but I want to hear other opinions from other people too. Let me know what you guys think of that Cobra Kai. And now that it's free on YouTube, I probably might as well just watch the first season. I'll see. But in other news, there's a new My Hero Academia Season 4 trailer, and I did not watch it, so give me 2 seconds and let me watch it right. Okay, just watched it. It's only in sub. That sucks, but it looks so good. It looks so good. It's hard to see everything because a lot of stuff is happening real fast. The guy with the blue eyes and that can face stuff, forget his name. He seems to be playing a bigger role in this season, which is really cool because I like his powers. I still want to understand his powers a little more. I think they explain it, but it was kind of really quick. So how can you face stuff and still punch people? It's really weird. But he looks very cool. Midoriya looks cool. There seems like a new villain class, the guys with those weird beaks. I want to see what they're doing. There's a red pill, some chick that's supposed to be able to destroy the world with her power. Really want to know what's going on with that. Sorry I'm talking so fast. I'm really excited. This seems really cool. I'm really excited for this. I really like My Hero Academia. I like the way they've done the heroes and the quirks and stuff like that. It kind of changed the way your inside of heroes are. And I like the whole the world knows heroes and they employ heroes and all that good stuff. But I like the way the villains are like, at least one villain is like, I want to destroy heroes, the concept of them and stuff like that. And it's very good story building, character development, and the action scenes are really cool. So I really like it a lot. But let me know what you feel about the new trailer. If you watch it, I want to watch the dub version so I know what they're saying, so I can read that so I don't have to try to read that while I'm looking for the action and all that cool stuff. But let me know what you guys feel. If you're in My Hero Academia, if you haven't watched it, why haven't you watched it? Go watch the first 5-10 episodes, and then you're going to binge the rest of it. There's 3 seasons that you're just going to enjoy. Unless you don't enjoy it, then that's cool too. That's your thing. But in other news, apparently... what's his name? Oh, I just blanked on his name. It's not Seth MacFarlane. The creator of Spawn. It's like McFarlane. He has that toy company too. I forget his name. It's Mick something. The guy that created Spawn. He is said to be working on 2 Spawn animated series planned to be released after the Spawn rebooted movie he wants to do. So if you didn't know, he's trying to do a Spawn rebooted movie, which is more of a rated R movie, which he's trying to do out of pocket and get investors. I think he's still working on getting investors. I know one point he was talking about trying to get Jamie Foxx attached to it. I don't know where that is in the world right now, but he is also working on 2 animated series. Here's the real interesting thing. One of those animated series he's working to push towards kids. I'm not sure what age group he's looking at. Spawn's a pretty dark tale. The second one is pushed towards adults like you would assume. But that first one pushed towards kids, very interesting. Very, very interesting. If he can do it and make Spawn appealing to kids and not have their parents be like, no, you can't watch this, touche, my dude. Do your thing. But that's his IP, and he's trying to get as many people to see his IP as possible, and I respect that. Do your thing. Let me know if you're excited for that. Did you watch a Spawn HBO cartoon like me when you're not supposed to in the middle of the night, like 1 o'clock, knowing you're not supposed to be watching this, and loved every minute of it? Yes, I did. Let me know if you did that. I believe that's all we have for small screen news. As always, guys, hit me up in the comments, hit me up on YouTube. I already said YouTube, but hit me up on Instagram, BlackGeekCool, or on Twitter at BlackGeekCool, or even at BlackGeekCool Podcast Gmail if I missed something in small screen news that you wanted me to talk about, that you want to get my opinion on, or do you just want to hear me ramble about for a little bit? I know I'm still working on getting more anime news. I give you this piece of news. I finished Cannon Busters. Yes. I'm hopefully do a review for that soon. I can't even tell you that. I'll tell you that in the review. Ooh, that's sweet change right there. Yeah. But still watching Fire Force. Gotta get back to that. Really got to get back to One Punch Man season 2. I hate that it's all subbed and not dubbed, because I watched the first season in dub. I want to watch the second season in dub, but they're not letting me do that. Maybe I should double check. Maybe they've changed that. I don't know. I got my friend Michael into Attack on Titan. He's on season 2, in the middle of season 2. He says he's really enjoying it. He is telling other people about it. So if you haven't watched Attack on Titan, go watch Attack on Titan. Let me know about some other animes I might need to be checking out and might need to be watching. I know I'm watching something else too. Let me look. Mob Psycho 100. I don't want to put that up because it's going to make that ding noise. Yeah, just let me know if there's something I missed, something that you want me to talk about. Hit me up and I'll definitely put it in the next podcast. Here is big screen news. And first up is Lion King has passed Avengers 2 and also passed Avengers to be the 7th biggest grossing box office movie of all time. Lion King is killing it. Just had a discussion with my wife the other day. She was like, Disney better stop doing these movies because they're not making money. And I'm like, babe, they're making money. They're making so much money off these movies. They're going to keep doing them. And she was like, no, they can't be making money. They are all terrible. Why are people seeing it? I was like, I don't know, but people are seeing it. And Lion King has made over $1 billion. And now it's the 7th highest grossing movie box office of all time. There's no way you're going to stop making these. Only one that didn't do well was Dumbo. I didn't see that. Apparently many other people didn't see that. So they learned from that and start getting them right again. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, Lion King killing it. Still haven't seen it. I gotta go see that. I heard it wasn't that good. If you don't like realistic animals talking and not making real facial features, you're not gonna be happy with it. But I gotta go see it for myself and make my own opinion. But I am not rushing to the theaters to see it, so that might be my opinion right there. In other news, so they plan on releasing. Well, I think they did already by now. Spiderman Far From Home is getting a re-release into theaters, where they're showing you more scenes, a couple extra scenes that they took out the movie. I think it's supposed to be like 14 minutes of scenes in the movie. I'm pretty sure those scenes are going to be on the DVD. I've seen a couple people go see it. I haven't got their inputs if they liked it or not, if it was worth it. I am not 100% sure. If you've seen it and was it worth to go see it again, let me know. Hit me up. In other news, I don't even know how to pronounce your name. Flurberg? Brog? Faluda? I just murdered your name. I am sorry, whoever you are. But they have been put in Suicide Squad in a super secret role. Maybe I messed up. Nope, he's right there. Yeah, in a super secret role. And okay, we're gonna knock out all this Suicide Squad news because there's a lot of it. So that person who I just tried to name, who I don't know their name, I apologize, but they are been keyed into a role of the Suicide Squad movie being done by James Gunn at DC in a super secret role. Also, Steve Agee, he was in he's a comedian. He has been cast to play King Shark, which is kind of interesting. I'm really interested to see what King Shark looks like in this movie. Nathan Fillion joins the cast in a secret role as well. There's a lot of secret roles happening, and there's one more person that's joined the Suicide Squad movie. Taika Waititi has just been. I don't know if it's a rumor. I think it's been confirmed that he's joined the Suicide Squad movie as well in a secret role to be announced. I'm really interested in seeing what these roles are. I mean, they already told us characters in the movie, like there's supposed to be a guy named Spot, the Rat Catcher or Rat King, the Peacemaker, but they're making it seem like none of these people are supposed to be those people. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm really interested to see what the Suicide Squad movie is gonna be. First of all, you have James Gunn, great director, really did awesome with Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is okay, but Guardians of the Galaxy 1 is awesome, really good movie. And I'm just really interested to see this cast. He's gotten a huge cast. I can't remember. I know there's been other people I announced on here before. I can't remember who they are, but this cast alone is massive. Just massive. And it's going to be interesting to see him juggle all these people and make a cohesive movie, a team-based movie. But I think I have faith in him because he did it with Guardians of the Galaxy. But I think he has way more people in this now. And I think the bar is set so high for him to help DC kind of get toe-to-toe with Marvel. I mean, yes, they had Aquaman make $1 billion, but that's one movie that made $1 billion out of your whole slate. That is not a good business model. I'm sorry. But in other news, Michael Rooker has joined Fast and the Furious 9. I don't think they say what his role is going to be. But Michael Rooker, good actor. Love him in a lot of stuff. Clearly Marvel stuff. Clearly liked him in The Walking Dead. Even when he came back. Really cool. What else was he in? He's been in a lot of stuff over the years that I really enjoy. He started out kind of character actor. Now he's kind of put himself out there forefront, or he's not really a character actor, but he's one of those actors you know and just love when you see him in stuff, even when he has small roles. So that should be interesting. I saw Hobbs and Shaw. Let me know if you guys want me to do a review on it. I know I did this thing where I was gonna do a review on every movie I did a live reaction to. I'm still might do that, but let me know if you want me to do a review sooner than later of Hobbs and Shaw. I definitely will. Let me know. In other news, this is very interesting, and I'm really kind of weirdly excited for this. So there's talks of making the Matrix 4. Well, there's not even talks. They've signed on. There's people have signed on to do the Matrix 4. So one of the Wachowski sisters has signed on to do the Matrix 4. Keanu Reeves is supposed to be coming back. Trinity is supposed to be coming back. I think they're in talks with Lauren Fitchburg to come back to do it. I'm sorry, I don't know Trinity's real name. She's a lady that was in Jessica Jones, the weird lawyer, who was really good in it. She had a really good role in that. She's in talks to come back and do Matrix 4. And I don't think it's going to be a prequel. I hope it's a continuation of the story, but it's hard to do when you know Neo died, I believe. Did he die? I think he died. I believe he died. And Trinity died. So how are you coming back? So it's got to be a prequel type of situation. Which, if they could work around not being a prequel, that would be great. But yeah, I think it's going to be a prequel, which will suck. But, I'm in. I love The Matrix. I do love The Matrix. The third one was up and down. I love the big fight scene. It reminded me so much of Dragon Ball Z at the end. But, yeah, I'm in. Let me know how you feel. Are you in? Are you excited for this? Are you sad for this? Are you one of those people like, don't touch it, it's a masterpiece? Or are you one of those people that realize it doesn't change what's already been made? Let me know how you guys feel about that. And other news, and this is very sad news. Apparently, I thought 2 weeks they would fix it, but apparently, yes, it's true. Spider-Man is not in the Marvel Cinematic Universe anymore. Apparently, Sony and Disney couldn't come to a deal, and Spider-Man will be leaving the MCU, which means he won't be fighting with the Avengers. If you didn't know, Spider-Man's movie rights are all with Sony. Sony and Disney came up with a deal to where Spider-Man can be in Marvel movies, Disney Marvel movies, and vice versa. That some of Marvel's characters can be in Spider-Man movies. Clearly, this partnership worked very well because Spider-Man Far From Home is the first Spider-Man movie to ever make $1 billion. I am not one to say it, but I'm pretty sure it had to do with your partnership with Disney that made that happen. Sad to say that partnership is over. I guess they couldn't come to terms. Some people say it couldn't come to terms. Some people say it's something to do with Dark Phoenix's bad showing or bad box office. We all know what it is. It comes down to the money. Somewhere somebody wanted more or less, or didn't get more or less, and they were like, you know what? I wash my hands of this. He can't be in it no more. And the people that really suffer are the fans. I mean, Tom Holland will still be Spider-Man at Sony. I think he signed on to do at least 3 more pictures for them. You've seen people from Disney. What's his name? The guy that plays Hawkeye. I forget his name. He's like, Sony, let's get this together and bring Spider-Man back. He's sad about it. Everybody's trying to work and make this work, but apparently it's just not working, which really sucks because I really did like Spider-Man in the MCU. But hear me out now. The only positive thing I see here is Spider-Man can stop being turned into Iron Man. I know some people don't see it. Some people hate that I talk about this. Some people are really oblivious to it. I don't like the fact that they're turning Spider-Man into Iron Man. Spider-Man is better than Iron Man in my opinion. I think he's smarter. He actually has powers. He can make a suit. I just think he's a better superhero. And I hate that in the MCU, they kept making Peter idolize Tony Stark and not be as smart as he should be. And that they kept making him kind of be a hero within Iron Man's shadow. Like, Spider-Man is a hero in his own right. Like, he's a global hero in his own right. He's one of the first superheroes to have its own movie title and do well, besides Superman and Batman anyway. So I am happy about that change, but I do understand what people are saying and why people like him in the MCU and all that good stuff. So I know Tom Holland came out and said, even though Spider-Man's leaving the MCU, I want to thank Sony and Disney for making it such a good working relationship, for having so much fun with them, and appreciate all they've done for me. And that Spider-Man will only get bigger and better after leaving the MCU, which, let's be honest, I don't see that happening. Yes, it's a positive spin, but I don't see that happening. But yes, just like the rest of the world, I'm very sad and brokenhearted that Spider-Man is not going to be the MCU. So everything that happened at the end of Far From Home, I don't think we're ever going to get that resolved unless something changes and they work something out within the next year or two. But only time will tell. I'm there for you guys. I know it hurts, but we'll make it through this. We'll make it through it. In other words, if you didn't know, there is a Snake Eyes movie coming. A solo Snake Eyes movie coming. Yes, they're doing a solo G.I. Joe Snake Eyes movie. And they finally cast Strom Shadow. Strom Shadow is going to be Andrew Kaijo. I'm pronouncing your name wrong, bro. But he's going to be Strom Shadow in the Snake Eyes G.I. Joe solo movie, which I don't know what is coming out. I have no idea, because it's been pushed back so many times and so many things have happened to it. I thought they canceled it, but then not only did they say they were making it, they're making another G.I. Joe spin-off movie on top of the Snake Eyes one. So they're going Hasbro, full charge. I respect it. Do it. You got IP, make it happen, bro. Make it happen. But apparently Strom Shadow is going to be in the movie, which he should be. That's one of Snake Eyes' main villains, so that makes perfect sense. But we have some more D23 news. So this is all kind of the movie news from D23. I'm gonna try to put it all in one spot. Yeah, I think it's all in one spot. Oh, it's so much stuff. Okay, I'm probably gonna get a lot of names wrong because there's castings here, so I'm gonna get those names wrong. So let's do the first thing up. First look at Emma Stone as Cruella De Vil. There's supposed to be a live action prequel movie for Cruella De Vil for 101 Dalmatians, and I believe it was called Cruella De Vil. Cruella De Vil? I'm probably not pronouncing that right. Anyway, that movie's supposed to be coming out May 28, 2021. They showed us a first image of Emma Stone as Cruella. Looks good. Looks good. I'm not the biggest 101 Dalmatians fan. I watched the cartoon. I watched some of the live action movie when it came out. Didn't like it too much. But I may give this a try. If it's a good trailer, catches my interest, I might have to give this a try. And other D23 news, they announced Black Panther 2 is coming May 6, 2022. Why so long away? Oh, so far. It's like 3 years. 3 whole years. Oh, I want my Black Panther. I want it now. Do you realize? Okay, you guys don't realize, but my son has been watching Black Panther the last week and a half, almost every day. For some reason, it's become his favorite movie again, where he's watching it all the time. And I love it so much. Every 2 seconds, like, Dad, can we watch Black Panther? Dad, can we watch Black Panther? And I'm like, dude, of course we can watch Black Panther. I'm like, it's 8 o'clock now, so we gotta watch it real fast. But Black Panther 2 is coming May 6, 2022. I've already marked my calendar. I'm ready for the day. I told the wife, hey, look, this is what we're doing this day. Get ready. She seems to be ready, so I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna see this regardless. I don't even need a trailer for this. I'm seeing it regardless. I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm seeing it regardless. That's just how I feel. But in other news, Kit I pronounced his name right the other time. Kit Harington. He's from Game of Thrones. Sorry if you Game of Thrones people. Amazingly, I have not watched Game of Thrones. I keep getting told to watch it. One of these days I will get into it. I heard the ending was terrible, so that made me not want to go watch it. But whatever. Kit Harington, or Tone, or however you're supposed to pronounce his name. I'm messing his name up. Sorry, bro. He's been announced to be in the Eternals movie as Black Knight. I do not know this character. I do not know Black Knight at all in Marvel's comic book history. I watched a couple videos. He's supposed to be like kind of a supernatural knight with kind of powers. Well, he has 2 kind of origins. But not Cersei's. I don't know the lady that is in. Is it Cersei's? Yeah, he's supposed to be kind of love interest for Cersei's, who is being played by Gammy Chin. It's not. Maybe it's not Gammy. It may. Chin, who actually was in, I believe that's the lady that was in Captain Marvel as a whole different character. So this would be the first time Disney Marvel has done a character that's already been another character, or an actor that's already been another character in another movie, who I believe she died in Captain Marvel, but this is the first time that has happened. I don't know if they're doing something to throw you off on the trail, or do something where they say, oh, that character was an Eternals the whole time. That's why she's this person. I don't know. They could do that. I'm very interested to see what they do with this Eternals movie. Because I don't know the Eternals very well. But they say Icarus is supposed to be like the main guy. And it seems like he might not be the focus of this movie. But Kevin Feige did say the Eternals will have its first confirmed gay married family man in it. He won't say who it is. And I don't know if he means gay, like 2 men married family man, or family man married to a woman and realize he is gay. I don't know. Could be either or. I assume it's the first one, but who knows? Marvel's always throwing crazy things at you and you don't realize it's happening. Like, a lot of people didn't realize there was a gay character in Endgame. He wasn't a superhero. He was just a guy talking to Captain America, if you don't remember that. But, yeah, it's in there. Right there. Super surprised that more people didn't realize it. And if they did, I wonder if they would have been upset about it. Very interesting. You know how people are. They're crazy. Anyway, more casting news for the Eternals. Barry Keoghan is Dragon. I don't know who that character is. I'm not gonna lie to you. But he's also been cast in the Eternals. And they've been just getting people. Along with already the casting we've already known about. I am really interested in seeing how this movie turns out. Really, really much so. They also said that the Loki movie, is it the Loki movie going into it? Or I think Love and Thunder will go into the Loki movie. I think that's what they said. Yeah. I think that's what they said. Yeah. So that's really interesting. I'm really interested to see how that works out. I really want to see a trailer for this Eternals movie. I want to see what they got going on, honestly, because this is just bonkers. So much stuff. But yeah, in other news, we have some Mortal Kombat news. There's been some crazy castings for Mortal Kombat in the last 2 weeks. Oh, it's amazing. And I'm super excited. I'm very excited for this movie because I was told it's supposed to be rated R. There's supposed to be fatalities in it. It's supposed to be way closer to the game. So I'm very excited for this. Jessica McNay, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name, ma'am, correctly, but Jessica is supposed to be Sonya Blade, and Josh Lawson is Kano. I don't know who these people are, but the fact that they have Kano in here, I hope they do him right. I hope he throws some fire, and I hope he rips somebody's heart out. Oh, that would be so cool. So cool. Also, they've cast Scorpion and Shang Tsung. I'm gonna pronounce your name wrong. I think he was in that movie. What's that movie? The movie with it's not Hugh Jackman. It's a guy. It was a movie with the end of the world. I'm trying to pronounce your name. I'm gonna just butcher it. Hiro Yuki Sendada. I should have Googled it, but I didn't because I'm terrible. But he's supposed to be Scorpion, and Chin Han is supposed to be Shang Tsung. I wish I knew how to pronounce you guys' name better, but I don't. But yeah, I'm super excited. Scorpion being my second favorite Mortal Kombat character, I would say, because I kind of like the ninjas a lot. I love Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero's number one, first of all, because he's blue, and the Sub-Zero powers are really cool. And then Scorpion, because he does that whole fire thing. And he's a ninja. But let me know how you guys feel about these castings. Are you excited about it? I know we talked about Jax was cast, and the one lady with the screeching voice, I forget her name, they were cast. I think they still haven't cast Liu Kang, who is kind of at least for the last couple movies, have been like the hero or your main protagonist. We follow through the Mortal Kombat world, so we'll see who gets cast as Liu Kang. Very interested to see who they cast Liu Kang. I'm super excited for this movie. I can't wait for it to come out. But last bit of news I have on my notes is the Flash movie has locked in a director. It's Adam Muschietti. I'm gonna just say Muschietti. He was the director of the It movie. So I don't know what they're trying to tell us by getting a horror movie director, if they're going a little darker with this Flash movie, which would be really interesting, even though Flash is more of a light character. But I can see the dark parts of Flash. That would be interesting to do. Unfortunately, I think they're still going with Ezra Miller as the Flash, which I think they really should change. Out of all the people to keep from the Justice League movie, that's the guy you decide to keep. Not the great Cyborg. Not even the better done Superman, Henry Cavill. I understand you can't keep Batman because he, what's the name, decided he didn't want to do it anymore. So I totally understand that. But come on. You have to realize this dude can't even run right. Like, my guy just saw the movie. He was like, oh my God, I hate the way they portrayed Flash. He's been watching the Flash TV show. He's like, oh my God, this is not Flash. he seems stupid. And like, I didn't realize he was really stupid. He seems really stupid in the movie. And Flash has never been stupid. He's kind of been stupid in some of the animated series, but the new Flash, they kind of make him smarter and make him more be able to solve problems and be a problem solver. He still does stupid things, like keep going in the past and saving his mom and mess up the timeline, but that's normal stupid stuff, not just being stupid. I feel like I said stupid a lot of times. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, Ezra Miller is still the Flash. I don't like him as a Flash. I don't like the way he's portraying the Flash. He says he's a fan, but if you're a fan, why would you do it like that? Unless you're keen in one aspect of Flash you watched as a cartoon character back in the day. But even there, he still had moments of brilliance in it. So I don't know. I just don't get it. Yeah. But that's all the news I have for Big Screen News. As always, guys, hit me up if I missed something that you were either interested in me talking about, hearing my opinion on, or just hear me ramble on about for a little bit. As always, you can hit me up in the comments down below if you're watching this on YouTube, or hit me up at BLACKGEEKCOOL on Instagram and Twitter, or hit me up at BLACKGEEKCOOLPodcast at Gmail, emails, all that good stuff. Quick shout outs to the people that support the show, that watch the show, always watching it. Octoberg, I still probably pronounce your name wrong. I'm sorry, but I appreciate you always asking me when the show is coming out. And you know it, I appreciate it. Sometimes I act like I wish you wouldn't ask me, but keep asking me. Keep me on my toes. I appreciate that. For my brother for watching the show or listen to the show. I know there's somebody else I'm forgetting. Just for all you guys on Anchor that tune into the show, I really appreciate it. And Anchor for putting up my show on there and putting me on all these other podcast places. Faust, I don't forget about you, Faust. And I still haven't watched Godzilla King of Monsters. I'm still going to watch that. I'm going to watch it eventually. I've been seeing a lot of commercials for Mothra and stuff, so I should watch that soon. Thank you guys for listening, and thank you guys now for watching, because you can check it out on YouTube as well. Let me do my outro. Oh, I guess I do recommend a show, because I'm trying to add something to the podcast. Show I recommend watching. I'm gonna go with Fire Force, Cannon Busters, The Boys, and let's see, a movie. Well, I can't recommend any movies. I haven't seen anything lately. Yeah. I heard the Dark Crystal show is pretty good. It just came out. Go check that out if you're interested in that. But yeah, that's it. So without further ado, thank you guys for watching. That's all the news I have for this week. Just a reminder, you can listen to the Black Geek Cool podcast on YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Pocket Cast, or anywhere podcasts can be found. If you would like, you can go to Anchor, the web page, not the app, and you can become a sponsor of the podcast. You can throw in $1, $5, anything to support the podcast. We greatly appreciate it. No worries if you can't chip in $1 or $2. Not a problem. You can still support the podcast by sharing the podcast and ranking the podcast, and liking the podcast, because we're on YouTube now too. Yeah, you can still do that, and that is also greatly appreciated. Tell somebody about the podcast. Hell, tell a couple people about the podcast. 10 people about the podcast. That would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for listening. I appreciate all the listeners.